Greetings. I greet you all in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Is your brother, Dr. Apostle Prince. Today's message, just a quick one. I'm not going to be talking much on the things of God. I have a telephone call yesterday with one of my close friends. So we discussed a little things about it. I felt it is proper I educate my brothers and my sisters. So wherever you are viewing me from, you are welcome. You can share this video. I want to talk about high blood pressure. High blood pressure, which has really dealt with a lot of our brothers, especially our brothers in Europe. Most of them are dying every day unknowingly, because we are not abreast with the word high blood pressure. We think high blood pressure is only for those that have money, that are rich, big men or big sickness. We are ignorant of high blood pressure. High blood pressure has killed a lot of people unknowingly. It's a silent killer. So wherever you are, don't think about your age, that you are too young, that high blood pressure cannot do you anything. You are a liar. High blood pressure can destroy as fast as anything, especially these days. Some months ago, weeks ago, in Italy, a lot of young men have died of this same sickness, high blood pressure. We think it's not important to young men. It is very, very important. As a Nigerian especially, you must go for checkup. You must go for checkup. You cannot just fold your arms. You cannot just start drinking, smoking, forgetting about your health. You must go for checkup. This is Europe. Especially those of us that are living in Europe. You must go for checkup. It does not cost anything to see if you have any problem in your system. You must go for checkup. A lot of people are dying every day unknowingly. After their death, they will not be putting blames on their mother, their father, their friends, spiritual things. No. Earth is wet. When any part of your body is sick and you did not care for it, it can lead to your untimely death. There was a story they shared with me yesterday. A young man, the wife just gave birth. And he asked the wife to bring a bucket of water so that he can help the woman to bathe the child. Just a twinkle of an eye, before the woman can fetch the bucket, this guy was already on his knee. So when the wife came back, he thought the husband was praying. That was his thinking. He thought the husband was praying. This happened in Italy. This is what they shared with me yesterday. He thought the husband was praying. The woman waited for some minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The man did not stand up. So the woman went there and pushed the man. The man fell down. Before she realized it, she called an ambulance. When they came, after every said and done, they said the man is dead. The guy died on that spot. What was the result? Because of high blood pressure. High blood pressure. It caused the death of that man instantly. This is not a spiritual matter. We Nigerians, we don't care about our health. Forgetting that health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. So we need to care for ourselves. Headache is not a sickness. Headache is not a sickness. But headache is a symptom of sickness. If something is going wrong in your body, you will not begin to see that sign of headache, weakness. Those are not, those are signs that your body needs an attention. So we need to start checking ourselves properly. Hypertension is a deadly sickness. You may ask, what is hypertension? Is hypertension made for the old? No. Hypertension is for everyone. When you are in distress, when you are stressing yourself, when you have some problems in you, can lead to hypertension, thereby causing untimely death, stroke, and every set of things. It can even cause your kidney problem. So my brother and my sister, it's time for us to wake up. Wherever city or whichever country you are, please go to your doctor. Visit your doctor for a checkup. Just try and get a kit like this to always check your blood pressure if it's high, so that they can bring it under control. A friend called me yesterday, just came back from the hospital because of high blood pressure. He was operated upon because the blood flowed to his brain. So they need to operate it and clean the brain. That was how God saved him. On that same spot, somebody had an same hypertension. That one died on the spot. You see a lot of people dying today. You don't even know the cause. Young men, young girls. This might be the cause. Somebody will sleep. You will not even wake up. These are not spiritual things. These are things that we are neglecting. Your body needs an attention. Alcohol is not what you need. Food is not what you need. Your body needs to be properly checked up. How much will you spend, even if you are in Nigeria? Go to a nearby hospital, a nearby clinic. Just get yourself checked up. Take your vital signs, your blood pressure, your temperature, your system. Get it checked up. I go through the Facebook most times, social media. I see people having kidneys problem, cancer, liver problems. These are lack of cares. Because if you pay attention to your system, if you pay attention to your body, before those things will degenerate to that extent of having a kidney failure, liver problem, you will detect it. You will discover it on time. At least once in a year, try and visit a doctor. Try and visit the hospital for a proper checkup. It's very important. Let's reduce the death rate. On no cause, we just justify that people killed you when you cannot even cater for yourself. High blood pressure is a dangerous sickness. Let me just take us through what is high blood pressure. It might sound is a medical terms, but let me try and break it down. But let me go to the details so that you can be able to understand what is high blood pressure. You just need to get yourself checked up, whether you are young, whether you are old. No, it's time for us to wake up. Young man, young woman, check yourself. This before you will not begin to look for money, before you will not begin to beg people money on social media to take care of yourself. Before you get to that condition, you can stop it now by checking yourself, by getting the doctor, by getting a specialist, just to check your system once a while. If anything is wrong with your system, they will tell you and you will treat it instantly. You don't even need a miracle. You don't even need a pastor. Before it will degenerate to that extent that you will not begin to have swollen body, you will not begin to be admitted, you will not have stroke. No. Are you having a headache? Why don't you visit a doctor? Don't buy paracetamol. Don't buy medicine from the chemist. Visit a specialist to check you first before you take any drugs, before you take any medicine. Try and get a prescription from a doctor. If you are having an headache, don't think it's ordinary headache. No. Headache is a symptom of a sickness in your body. Just like when you are driving a car, you will see your dashboard, brother. God bless you. You will see your dashboard will be showing you sign if there is no fuel. It's telling you that there is something wrong with your car. Instantly, you will check the problem of that car before you destroy your car. That's how the body functions. Is your body, are you running temperature? Don't conclude it's fever. Don't conclude it's typhoid. No, just go for a checkup. You will not be able to know if it's typhoid or if it's fever or if it's just high body temperature. If it's malaria. So we should not play with our heads. Our head is our words. So my brother, my sister, I'm encouraging somebody today. Take a bold step. Check your head. So let me go down to the main topic. High blood pressure. What is high blood pressure? What are the causes of high blood pressure? What can it do to your system? What can it do to your health? It can destroy you physically. It can make you you can be paralyzed. It can degenerate to kidney failure. So let me just go down so you can be able to understand the context. Why these examinations are required. It can also lead to impotence. Make her be impotent because of high blood pressure. You cannot function. It can lead to constant headache. It can also lead to blindness. So we need to be very careful with our heads. So, what is high blood pressure? Blood pressure is the force of blood as it is flown through the arteries in your body. Arteries are blood vessels that carry blood from your heart to the rest part of your body. It pushes blood through your arteries. As the blood flows, it puts pressure on your arteries wall. This is called blood pressure. High blood pressure, also called hypertension. Maybe that is the common words we know. Hypertension. It is not hypertension. It's not only for the old people. Don't think it's only for the old people. Hypertension is killing a lot of young men today. Recently in Italy, more than 5 people have died of hypertension. They are young men. Some are dying of diabetes. Young men. They are not of old men again. Young men are having diabetes. Most Nigerians are having diabetes in Italy. Go and check the rates. Because of what we eat, because of what we consume, because of what we drink. You think that anything that you are drinking, it helps your body? No, it destroys your body. Anything contains a lot of sugar. Go and Google it. It contains a lot of amount of sugar that can destroy your system, that can make you not to function as a man because of the excessive sugar. Normal sugar is even better than anything. Hot drinks, they contain a lot of sugar because they use sugar to digest them so that it can be able to taste sweet in your mouth. But when you go into the country, we discover a lot of sugar was used in those alcohol. That is why many people today have kidney problems, have diabetes, after drinking alcohol, after drinking beer. Beer contains yeast. Yeast will make your belly, your stomach to be swollen. So these are most of the things that destroy our system. We feel we are enjoying. We feel we are drinking. No. Before you take anything, try and check the content of that thing. So that at the end of it all, the little money you are making, you will not be spending it for medicine, for treatment. The proper checkup at least can help. Proper checkup at least can do well for us. It does not cost anything to check your blood sugar level, your hypertension, your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your eyes. So that when you get to 60, you can still be using your eyes. A lot of sugar can destroy your eyes. So let's wake up. A simple checkup can stop hypertension. So high blood pressure, as I said, which is called hypertension, happens when your blood moves through your arteries at a high pressure than normal. Many different things can cause high blood pressure. Many different things can cause high blood pressure. If your blood pressure gets too high or stays high for a long time, it can cause health problems. Can cause health problems. Uncontrolled high blood pressure, uncontrolled. That when you are not controlling your high blood pressure, your hypertension, these are the things you are risking in life. These are and checking your high blood pressure. This one, you can get this gadget of just 25 or 30 euro to be checking your high blood pressure, to be checking your blood pressure at home. It's very cheap and it's very simple to use. Or you can go to your doctor. Instead of this ROIP we hear every day on Facebook, on social media, ROIP, just because of a little checkup that can save souls. So hypertension, high blood pressure can cause these following things. One, stroke. Hypertension can give you a stroke, instant stroke. When your blood pressure is too high, it can lead to instant stroke and paralyze you for the rest of your life. You can't be walking, you will not be crippled. Hypertension can cause heart disease. Heart disease. Your heart will be big because of the pressure of your heart, because the force that blood is using to pump, it will make your heart to be big, to be bigger. These are the problem of hypertension. It can also give you heart attack. Your heart will just stop breathing. Will just stop beating. Your heart will not be breathing again. That's why you see a lot of people playing football, they will just fall. They will just die. Because the pressure that the blood is pumping to the heart is too much. Because of that, will just cause heart attack. That heart will just stop automatically. At times, you see some people just collapse. It is because of the blood pressure. You see some people just sleep. They will not wake up. Because of the hypertension. So we need to take all these things into consideration. And lastly, it also causes kidney failure. High blood pressure can cause kidney failure. Yes, these are the common factors that high blood pressure can cause. Hypertension. So I urge you today, this morning, to take seriously, to show concern about your health. It is very cheap to take care of yourself, not until it causes a lot of damages to your system. And we have two types of high blood pressure. We have the primary hypertension. This is also called essential hypertension. It is called this when there is no cause of your high blood pressure. When your blood pressure is high, there is no cause. You don't even know the reason. That one is called primary hypertension. Maybe something just happened. They say your blood pressure is rising. Maybe you are not into drink, you are not into anything, but you can't explain it. Why you are having high blood pressure? These are primary causes. These are primary hypertension. So in this kind of primary hypertension, your blood normally flows with unlimited speed, which can be controlled when detected early. While we have the secondary hypertension, which is common among we Nigerians or among we Africans, because we don't take care of ourselves. This is when a health problem or a medicine is causing your high blood pressure. Things that can cause secondary hypertension includes kidney problems. When you have a kidney problem, you can have an hypertension, sleep apnea, thyroid or adrenal gland problem, and some medicines that you are taking, some food that you are taking can cause you hypertension. So what are the symptoms when you are having this high blood pressure? What will you feel? How will you know? How will you feel? Most people who have high blood pressure do not have symptoms. But this is what is sometimes called a silent killer. You see, at times most people that have this problem, they don't even know. That's why I said before, it is a silent killer that is responsible today. Many people are they will just sleep, they will not wake up again. It is a silent killer. It destroys somebody faster than anything because you don't even have the symptom that you have this problem. So when you have this symptom, you have to give God the glory that you are receiving the signs that something is wrong with your system. But when you are not receiving any sign, what happened to you? Instantly, silent killer, hypertension, fear, you're gone. That they will say, that boy, I saw him yesterday, he just slept, he didn't wake up. It is not spiritual. It is your health situation, health challenges. Especially these days that everybody is looking for documents, looking for wife, looking for job, a lot of thinking, a lot of stress. These things can cause hypertension. It can cause to instant death, mental confusion. So my brother, my sister, let's take this into consideration. Let's check our health. Let's take off ourselves. And some people experience headache, as I said before. When you are having these signs of hypertension, high blood pressure, you will be lucky to have the signs. Headache. When you have a constant headache, as I said before, it's a symptom of a sickness that something is wrong with your system. Headache is not a sickness. It's a symptom of something that is wrong with your system. So when you have constant headache, remember, you have to go for a blood check. You might be having high blood pressure. Then, nosebleed. At times, your nose might be bringing out blood because the blood pressure in you is too high. So you might be experiencing this pleasure in your body. Your body will just begin to pump out blood. Your nose will begin to dash out blood, which can also be controlled. But you need to know that these are symptoms that something is wrong with your system. So you have to do something quickly about it by calling your doctor or visiting the hospital. God bless you. So the other causes, sorry for that little bit distraction. The other causes, shortness of breath. You might be finding it very difficult to breathe. Finding it very difficult to breathe. Gasping for air. So those are other symptoms that when you are having these things, you will know that something is wrong with your body. So, and those symptoms can mimic many other things, serious or non-serious. You need to visit a doctor. I don't advise you when you are having hypertension to go over to the chemist or the pharmacy to get a drug. No. The best thing to do is to visit a medical doctor, a specialist, to check you up and tell you what to do, to know the cause of your hypertension. If you have other sickness in your body, so that they can be able to detect it and treat it fast. Don't allow it to degenerate to the extent that you are now having kidney problem, liver problem, heart problem, and other kind of things, or stroke. So we need to sanitize our people. We need to sanitize the world. That's why I decided to come up this morning to talk on the topic hypertension. It's not everything we call God, God, God. God has given us the wisdom to overcome the world. So what do you do with your wisdom? Is to use your wisdom to apply them to things that are relevant. Things that are relevant. It's not all the time you call for miracle, for healing. Heal yourself now when you are still, when you still have the power, when you still have the chance, when you still have the resources. It will not cost you anything. Cut down your drinks, cut down the kind of food you eat, especially food that contain oil. Cut them down. Things that contain sugar, cut them down. Engage yourself with regular exercise. Regulate yourself with exercise. Exercise is one of the best things that can make your body be in shape. Exercise takes a lot of sickness away from your system. So try and get yourself into active exercise. No matter your age, you can still do 1 or 2 things to make sure your body is in good shape. So, what causes high blood pressure? As I said, food, the kind of food you eat, medicine, lifestyle and age, and genetic problem. Some family just have it in their family. It can be hereditary. So your doctor can help you with that. So let me just quickly, before I conclude this lecture of today, I will make a subsequent, or I will make a part 2 of this video, of this cause of hypertension, because I want us to really be acquitted with this a deadly and silent killer, hypertension. So a lot of youth are dying every day, so I'm not happy with it. Youth, let's take care of ourselves. So these are the things that you can avoid that can cause a lot of damages in your system. 1, too much salt. Too much salt. When you eat things that contain a lot of salt, it does not have any good mark in your body. Rather, it destroys your body. It can give you hypertension. Anything that contains fat, oil, try and avoid them, especially as a young man. As a young man, try and avoid them. These things can even make you not to perform very well as a young man. Which also cholesterol. Many of us don't know what is cholesterol. Cholesterol is a sickness. It's like an oil that gathers in your system. When you have too much of this oil, it can block your heart. Let me try and explain this in a very simple way. When an oil gathers in one of the veins, in the arteries in your heart, it can block your heart. So it's called cholesterol. You have a lot of oil in your system. So those are most of the things that can damage your system for you. The chronic conditions such as kidney and hormones problem, diabetes, and high cholesterol. These are the things that can damage your system, your body. So all the food that contains these things, you need to avoid them. Then maybe your family have the history of hypertension. You can also be very careful about it. Lack of physical activity, which I said before. Old age. And when you are too overweight, always control your weight. Weight control is very, very important. As a young man, you don't need to be overweight. That was why I was talking about exercise. You need to be involved in an active exercise. Trekking, walking, it is part of exercise. Also, some people may have this kind of problem, genetic problem. We call it birth, a problem with, maybe you are born with it. So you can't really do much about it, but you can also put it in control by visiting your doctor. Then when you are smoking too much tobacco and drinking too much alcohol, too much alcohol is the #1 thing that can cause hypertension, that can cause kidney problem, that can cause heart failure. Because those alcohol, they contain a lot of things that you don't even know about. They destroy the cell. They destroy your hormones. Smoking destroys your heart. So, my brother, my sister, I want to encourage today, get diagnosed, visit a doctor, visit a specialist, try and do a control to check your system. Let's say no to ROIP in young age. This is not your father, this is not your mother, this is not a spiritual attack. This is an attack from high blood pressure that causes hypertension. It can pump a lot of blood to your heart because of a lot of things that you are eating, you are thinking, you are drinking, which can lead to stroke, kidney and liver problem. So let's get ourselves checked up today. Wherever you are in the part of the world, especially stay away from Chinese food. Most of the Chinese products that we are consuming today, most of them contain a lot of sugar and a lot of cholesterol, which can cause us a great deal, a great problem. That little money you have, save it for a better thing, not for your health problem. Don't use your hand to cause a problem to yourself. This is a little advice I have for all the young men, all the young Africans, especially Nigerians. Go to your doctor and check yourself properly to see if you have any kind of deformity in your body. There was a young man, he was very, very active. He just decided to pay his doctor a visit and he asked the doctor, please, can you do me a control? A young man, he's doing well, he's healthy, he has no problem. Could you believe after the examination carried out on this young boy, they discovered that this boy had diabetes of more than 200. A normal sugar in the body is supposed to be from 90 to 110 for adults. Your normal sugar level for adult is supposed to be from 90 to 110, which is normal. When it now surpasses 130, you cannot say it's abnormal because of a lot of sugar. When it now gets to 200, you know it's becoming a problem. That means you have diabetes. And diabetes can make you to be blind. Diabetes can make you to have injury that can never be cured. Diabetes can lead to stroke. Diabetes can make your stomach to start swelling. Diabetes can lead to kidney problem. So they discovered this young man had diabetes. The man was surprised that he has been doing well, he's eating well, but he never knew he had diabetes. So he was admitted and treated. The other one went for normal checkup, discovered he was having hypertension. He never knew. So let's start checking ourselves. Let's start checking ourselves instead of saying RIP to our young ones. These are the things that kill a lot of people. In my book I wrote 8 challenges. Silent killer. It is not spiritual purpose. It is not your father, your mother. When somebody does say that you're killing, no. Your health can be a major factor that contributed to your delay. So get yourself checked up today. One of my friends just recovered after they did an operation for him. He spent more than a month plus in the hospital. Because of what? Hypertension that was not controlled. The blood now flowed to the brain. They have to operate the brain to clean up the blood. But I thank God that he's alive today. He spoke with me yesterday and I bless God for his life that he's alive. It's not everything that miracle. You have to get yourself checked up so that you will not die of high blood pressure. So that you will not die of diabetes. So you will not die of kidney problem. You will not die of liver problem. So I urge you this morning to get yourself checked up by any specialist, by any doctor. This is just a little advice I have on hypertension part 1. I will come up again with other kind of sicknesses that we can take care of, how we can take care of them, how we can avoid them, not to have such sicknesses in our system. Your pension money can never be spent to cure diabetes when you are old. Your pension money or the money you save shall never be used for hypertension when you are old. Your money you save can never be used to cure kidney problem or kidney failure. But if you get yourself checked up now, if you go to the hospital now, you can avert that. You can stop that hypertension. You can stop that kidney problem. You can stop that liver problem. You can stop that eye problem. You can stop a lot of things if you check yourself now. If you know you are hearing me, share this video to your friends, to your family, to your mother, to your father. Tell them to go and do checkup, a medical checkup, to know about their well-being. Like me, I normally check myself twice every year. Every year. To discover what is wrong with my system, even if I'm not sick. Today, I know everything about my body. I know what to eat. I know what to take. I know when to take it. So involve yourself. We are tired of writing RIP for young men, young girls. Our father and our sister. We know in Africa, because the money is not there So a lot of things is happening, which we know. But those in Europe, those that have the privilege, visit a doctor. Those that have the privilege, visit a physician. Check your health. Check your health. Instead of coming to YouTube, Facebook, pleading for money, pleading for help. Before you get to that situation, why don't you visit a doctor to check? A kit like this, just like this, is no more than 30 euro. You can use it to check your high blood pressure at home. Very easy to use. It is even written. The normal range of your blood pressure. It's even written. It doesn't really mean that you must be a doctor or a nurse to know how to use it. Once in a while, just check yourself. It will tell you you are okay. And make sure you involve in active sports. We should not be saying, God, give me miracle. No. God has given you the wisdom for you to employ all these things to take care of your health. Know what you eat. Know the things you drink. And know when you drink them. And be involved in sport, exercise, trekking, running, football, anything that will make you to sweat, to keep your organs in shape. Because your organs, when they start to grow, it will be very difficult for them to be reduced because of what you are eating. Especially when you are eating oil, food that are fat. It will give you cholesterol that can block your heart. As I said before, hypertension can give you a stroke. It can also give you a kidney problem. Don't forget, in every quantity of alcohol you take, the sugar content in that alcohol is more than 20 cubes of sugar. You know, normal cube of sugar. If you take 20, it's even better than when you take a bottle of alcohol. Just Google it yourself. Check the quantity of alcohol they use in mixing anything, Courvoisier, or any kind of hot drink. Check. Because without the sugar, you cannot be able to drink that alcohol. So they need to put a lot of sugar in it to dilute it so that it can have a good taste. So that is why you see a lot of people who are involved in drinking alcohol at the age of 40, 50 these days, not before. It's old men. Young men these days, at the age of 40, 30 something, they are already having kidney problem, liver problem, because of the excessive sugar they took in. You understand? So, and because of the fat you took in, before you know, your blood will now begin to pump. And when your blood begin to pump, what happens to your heart? Every normal human being, the size of your heart is your hand. When you do your palm like this, it is the size of your heart. For every normal human being, the size of your heart is like when you cover your palm. That is the size of your heart. So when you begin to take alcohol, when you begin to have a lot of blood in your system, what happens to your heart? Your heart will now begin to enlarge. It will now begin to enlarge. It will now begin to enlarge. And anything that makes your heart to enlarge, it cannot reduce again. It's very difficult. Except you are into sports. You are doing sports. So that is only when it can help you. But when it starts releasing, your heart will now begin to enlarge. And when your heart is getting big like this, it's a problem. The blood, the artery, will begin to pump excessive blood into your heart. Your body cannot control it again. Before you know, you have hypertension. And when you have an hypertension, what happened to you? Instant death, stroke, or heart attack. That's why you see you get heart attack. What it cause heart attack? Because of the blood where they pump. Boom, 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 boom. So young men, young women, especially Africans, like the Europe, they take care of themselves. We should not neglect this. We that have the opportunity, those of us in Europe, go to a hospital, see your doctor, just check yourself, do normal checkup, do your blood test, do everything to discover if anything is wrong. Before you begin to place yourself in a condition that you will not begin to beg people for treatment, for money. Before you now begin to suspect people that they are spiritually attacking you from Africa, from East Africa, from Europe. Or maybe you have a quarrel with somebody yesterday Then somebody died yesterday, they will say it's happening. No. Check yourself first. A lot of people are dying today because of the result of hypertension. Somebody died in Bologna a week ago. He was having hypertension. Somebody died in Napoli because of hypertension. He had an instant stroke. The other one slept. He did not wake up. It is not a spiritual attack because we are careless about our health. Forgetting that your health is your wealth. So the money you are making, first of all, take care of yourself before you take care of another person. Hypertension can cause eye problem. Diabetes can cause eye problem. You will not be seeing again. When you get to the age of 50, you will not be using glasses because of a lot of sugar in your body, in your system. So these are facts. You can Google these things I'm telling you. And as a medical expert, I'm encouraging all young men, all young women to get tested, to go for proper checkup about your health. If you need more advice about your health, you can always message me on my WhatsApp page so that we can be able to discuss on the relevance of your health. Because when you break down today, it will be very difficult for you to stand up. Because God Almighty has given you everything you need for you to get well. You don't need miracle tomorrow when you are already done. That is why you see a lot of men of God today, they will begin to pray for one particular sickness till their kid don't come. That sickness will still remain there because it has gone out of hand. The kidneys are already bad. The livers are already bad. But ask yourself a question. What happened? Or how did it happen that you did not know that your kidney, your liver are so much bad to that extent? Why did it get to this point that you now discover that you have a kidney? Why didn't you check it before now? I know we have some cases that are emergency, that are instant, that you don't even know. But those ones are rare. Let me say they are 10%. But those ones that we know, a lot of people have been having a lot of headache recently. Headache. You will say, this headache. You will buy paracetamol. It will go. After some time, it will come back. Some people are experiencing fatigue. What is fatigue? Tiredness, weakness. They will just be weak. They will go and buy paracetamol or Motivite. They will be okay. After 1 month, they will break down. So these are the things. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Hello? Hello. It's okay. You go to the training, total. Sorry. So these are the things that we don't really show attention to and that they are very relevant to our system. It pains me that I see some young men asking for help, for kidney problem, for heart, this one. I decided to do this video. If we can avoid this kind of cry, let's get ourselves checked up today. It does not cost anything. Save yourself from that distress of tomorrow. Save yourself from that plea of tomorrow. Save yourself from that shame and disgrace. Don't put your family into stress by asking of help that you will know that can never ever come. What has damaged has damaged. You see, wisdom is one of the principal key things that God gave to us. So we should apply it. I did not say you should not drink, but limit your drinks. Limit your sugar. A lot of men today cannot even perform. They are married. They are having low sperm count. They are having hypertension. They are having stress to fulfill their marital obligation. Because a lot of things have gone wrong in their system. Sugar have destroyed a lot of them. Too much pumping of blood have destroyed their system. Too much fat have destroyed their system. Too much salt have destroyed their system. Can this still be reversed? Yes, it can be reversed. Can this still be sustained? Yes, it can be sustained. If you need more help about your health, you can always leave a message for me. I will reply you and tell you how you can go about your health. How you can go about that thing that is disturbing you. I will give you medical tips that you can use. But first, get yourself checked up. Get yourself checked up before it becomes too late. God bless you. I still remain your brother, Dr. Apostle Prince, the man on fire. Today, as I said, is not for preaching. The Holy Spirit just laid this in my heart after talking with my friend yesterday who have hypertension that was operated upon, a young man. So I decided to know, let me put this video out for my friends, for Nigerians, for Africans, so that they will not get stuck into this sickness, into this devilish manipulation of diabetes, of hypertension, of kidney problem. I believe if you share this video, it's going to save somebody. It's going to help somebody. Get yourself checked up. Until I come your way next week, I remain your brother. Don't forget, share and like this video. God bless you. Bye.